So if you don't mind just unmuting yourselves, so you guys can ask some questions. Stephen Kim, thank you for being on this call. Master of the videos. He's here to share his insight on some videos. However, this is not a good intro. I have a better intro for you, right? So folks, I want to show you who Stephen Kim really is. So give me a second. Right, let me tee this up for you guys. This is Stephen Kim.
Hello, Stephen Kim.
Hey, I'm outside your listing at 55 Oneida, Unit 1804.
Yeah, I know that property. Beautiful 2-bedroom corner unit. Would love to show it to you.
Hey man, I'm really busy, but I'd love to see it. Can you show it to me? You got 24 minutes.
No problem.
In archives. Wow, that's a long time ago.
Levy, check this out. $1 million views, my friend.
Steven,
What do you think? Awesome, man. Awesome.
Stephen Kim, baby. Love it.
I forgot my pink helmet, coach.
So, hey, listen, I love what you do on video. Now, I brought in this so you know who this team is. This is the red team. These guys killed it in October. We had a challenge, and they won the listing challenge for the month of October.
Nice.
So as a reward, we're doing this bonus call, and they're coming on to ask questions, go in. And I wanted to share, some insight on video. Because we talk about what to do every day, but you know what? I want it from the master of video. From the man himself, Stephen, who I think does the best videos out there. So, Stephen Kim, hey, man, share your insight.
Honestly, thanks. First and foremost, thanks so much, Coach. Red Team, you guys have a powerhouse of a coach. So I've known Danny, a couple of years, I think now. Danny is a rock star. So you have a phenomenal coach. And congratulations for winning the listing challenge. Let me ask you, though, what was the tally? This red team, like, what are we talking? Like, how many many listings in total did
Does
they?
anybody remember? I have it in my the Telegram. I can pop it. I don't even have
Yeah.
it with me. Does anyone remember how many listings the team got? I think Greg got 8. That's all I remember. I think Greg got 8 of them.
Amazing, fantastic. Well, congratulations, Red Team. That was quite the intro.
33. Sorry, I finally popped it up. 33 listings.
Wow, that's
33.
incredible.
This group here, 33 listings the month of October. It's outstanding.
Okay, and so just quickly, just so I can kind of get a feel for where everyone is at, can you just quickly, I know your name's there, but just who you are and where you're from. Could we just kind of go through that? Just so
Sure.
for context. Where everyone
So
is
let's
at.
start with Tanya. Where are you at, Tanya?
Hey, I'm Tanya, and I'm located just outside of Ottawa in Carleton Place.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Whoever else wants to say it.
I'm Greg Shillington. We're in Grand Prix, Alberta, Team Shillington. My brother Brett's on the call here as well. So
Awesome. Great. Awesome. Welcome.
I'm from Brampton, Ontario. I'm new at this, so this is actually excellent that I'm here with everybody who's already doing a lot of work.
Amazing. Welcome to coaching.
Thank you.
Good choice.
My name's Todd. I'm just outside of Toronto in Newmarket.
Oh, nice. Awesome. You're just right up the road from me.
You bet. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
We got, is it Jennifer's from, is it Texas?
I'm from Southeast Texas.
Texas. We got Wednesday from BC, and Brenda is from New Hampshire.
Awesome.
Maine, New Hampshire.
Awesome.
and actually, Stephen, I
Yeah.
brought on our marketing director, Sarah Darren Fowler, that's on the call here. I brought her on with us just to get some tips from you. Hope that's
Awesome.
okay.
So
Awesome.
Grand Prairie, got 3 from Grand Prairie. Awesome.
Amazing. Well, you know what? I know we have an hour, just under an hour. I think the best use of this time would be, I want to leave as much open as possible for Q&A, questions and answers. I'll share with you a little bit about my journey. So it kind of gives you context in terms of what I'm doing with video. So I was a former elementary school teacher for 17 and a half years, almost 2 decades. I started real estate part-time 8 years ago. And I left the school board back at January 25th, 2019. So just under 2 years. Completely burned the boat, went full time, thought I had so much flexibility and freedom and all of that stuff. But as you know, that's never the case. I haven't looked back. I'm not only my coach, I'm also a coaching client with the ecosystem. And so my video journey started over 2.5 years ago, where I said, you know what? A lot of people are talking about video. A lot of people talk about the theory, sharing the theory behind video, but no one's really executing. And so for me, you know, pardon my language, I don't like to half-ass anything. So if I'm going to commit to something, I'm going to go all in. So 2.5 years ago, I started doing 1 video a day, Monday through Friday. I gave myself the weekend off. The moment I left the school board, I upped it to every single day. I was doing a video every single day. In 2020, I then upped it again. I said every day I would do either 1 or 2 videos. So now I'm averaging anywhere about around 10 videos a week. So I'm just upping it and upping it and upping it. The common question I get asked all the time is, where do you find the time? Sorry?
No, go ahead.
The common question is, where do you find the time? And so let's just be honest. You all have time. You all have time to film. It's not the time is what I found people were struggling with. It was the content. They don't know what to post. They don't know what to be filming. And so my challenge to you is I'm going to have you write this down. I want you to write down 80-20. People write this down a lot. 80-20, 80-20, 80-20. Now, when you navigate social media, people, if you don't do it properly, people will crucify you. And as realtors, we already come into the social media platform with a negative connotation. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
People don't trust us. They think we're just slimy, money hungry. We're in it for a quick buck.
In it for the commission.
In it for the commission. We got commission breath. Although we're here to help you and trust you, everyone sees through that though. And they see through that because they don't know you. So 2.5 years ago, I said, I'm going to do it differently. I'm not going to post a just listed, just sold, just listed, just sold. Because I equated that as the same thing as putting my face on a bus, putting my face on a bench, putting my face on a garbage receptacle. Because, hey, she's the #1 agent, although they haven't changed their headshot in 37 years. Right. If I want to make it in the business, I should do the same thing, right? Then I started doing some digging. How much is it to do that? It's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm cheap. If I'm going to spend my money, I better see the return on it. So I said, okay, Tom suggests check equity versus sweat equity. Well, for me, I'm cheap. So check equity is not, I don't even think about that. It's sweat equity. I'm going to put the work in, but I'm going to do it differently. The 80-20 formula is I'm going to punch everyone in the mouth with 80% personal content.
Mm.
The other 20% is just to let you know, oh, by the way, I'm a realtor. Now, I don't know how many of you follow me. Okay, I don't know how many of you follow me. I would highly recommend you just take a look at my page. So on Instagram, I'm at Stephen Kim Homes. And what I want you to do is I want you just to scroll through. Okay, so Danny, let's go a little slow here. You'll notice all of this. So this is all IGTV content. Can you click posts? I want you to scroll, Danny, until you get to a specific just listed, just sold.
There's a sold.
Okay, so there's one sold. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Wow. So he's a big shot realtor from Toronto, and I've seen only one sold video as I scroll through his feed. Oh, there's a just listed. Okay, I think we can stop there, Danny.
You good?
Yeah. What I'm trying to get at right now is the 80-20 rule works. And the 80-20 rule works because people will only do business with you if they trust you. We all agree on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how many of you were at Summit last year in person, 2019. Tom had shown 3 of my videos in succession. And I want you to write this down because to this date, he nailed it bang on without even saying anything to me. Familiarity plus frequency plus authenticity equals trust. I'll say it again. Familiarity plus frequency plus authenticity equals trust. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And isn't it really trust at the end of the day what we're trying to work towards?
Yes.
Exactly.
If they trust you, they're going to do anything. If they trust you, there's no commission objection. If they trust you, they're going to do everything you tell them to do from A to Z when you list a property.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Yep.
They don't trust just listed and just solds. They don't. If anything, you're just perpetuating the ego of realtors. Look at me, just listed, just sold, just listed, just sold. Doesn't get you more business. So Danny, in that exercise was scrolling. It seems like I only just did one property in the past, like almost 60 days.
Yeah, you should sell more.
I should sell more, right? So I'll share with you my numbers. So this year closed. So I've closed personally myself 47 ends. That's a $721,000 GCI this year. I track and I measure everything. 57% of all my business in 2020 has come directly from social media.
Wow.
You may say, whoa, at 700 plus K, wow, you must have spent a pretty penny. So my friend from Texas who has to fight against the Zillow giant, I know of some agents that spend 20, 30,000 a month with Zillow. They spend a lot of money, right? So I've spent this year, my ad spend this year is $2,100. Where actually I go into Facebook and I
Let me stop you there. I got to stop these numbers. Okay, guys. I hope you wrote that down. Ad spent $2,100. Income, what he's saying is $360,000. Really let that sink in. Let's do it again.
Wow.
Let's all do it together. $360,000. Ad spent $2,100. Does video work?
Wow.
Does
Obviously.
video work? I'm not sure if video
Yeah.
works though. I'm not sure though.
Obviously.
And the thing is, like, Coach, I have my numbers in a Loom ready to go. So if anyone's like, I want to call you out, Steve, I don't believe you, I'm more than happy to share my screen. At the end of the day, I find the numbers to be very impactful when I speak to other realtors to put everything into context. What I had realized is that sweat equity is paying me over 10-fold, 20-fold, 30-fold. it took a lot of front end work and consistency. Like if you go on social media and you see some of my posts, you can't fake that. So Tom always talks about your vibe attracts your tribe, right? The moment a lead comes through, before I even want to work with you, the first thing that I have you do is I say, hey, before we make any appointment, before we set anything up, why don't you do me a favor? Go check me out on social media. If I'm the realtor that you'd like for me or to represent you, just send me a DM. I get to pick and choose who I want to work with.
Now, I'm going to stop you there for a second.
Sure.
Right? I want to share with everyone here your website because it's spectacular.
So I have 2 websites though, right? I have my.
Oh, come on. I'm going to show you the best one. don't spoil it just yet. Let me show you.
Sure. Okay.
Stephen Kim's website. That's it.
Wow.
That's his website.
One page.
One page.
It's freaking hilarious.
Wow.
It's the best website I've seen.
It's clean. It's not an IDX page. It's not an anything page. You know why I don't want an IDX page or anything like that? Why? Why do you think I said I don't want an IDX? I don't want a search engine. Why do you think I did that?
Personal. Doesn't look like a realtor. Scummy realtor.
Because every other website from a realtor has a search engine, has the featured listings. Now I do have my team website, which is very kind of IDX and stuff, but I only implemented that about 6 months ago because I'm building my team out right now. That Stephen Kim Homes has been in existence for almost 2 years now.
Now I brought that up. The reason I showed that website, I didn't know you had the second one, to be honest with you, but this one here was because I wanted to share on how your, $360,000 sounds like it's coming from social media and not some funnel system that you've put together with a complicated website. Yeah. It sounds like you're just shooting video, people recognizing you and connecting with you.
Always.
Right? Because then when I look at your YouTube channel, there are tons of material there. There's tons of content on the YouTube channel.
Yeah. And so I think we're getting a little bit ahead. YouTube is a different beast because I do want to break down every platform for you. YouTube is a very, very different beast. So in the very beginning, I have a lot of videos on YouTube because I used it as a personal dumping ground, which YouTube punished me for. They saw that, hey, this guy's not really curating his content. He's just throwing it in. He's just setting it and forgetting it. I've now changed the way that I do YouTube, and you'll see very specific YouTube curated content. So let me do this, Coach. I'm just going to pop it up right now.
You do it.
And I'll share my screen. And then we'll talk about some of the different platforms and how we play on those platforms. Okay, so let me just share. Okay, perfect. So here's my platform, right? So you're like, wow, 22 subscribers, or sorry, 220 subscribers doesn't seem like a lot. 2 weeks ago, I was at 174. So this is actually really big growth because I started to change the way I do YouTube. So you'll notice I have some client testimonials. I've now set this up in terms of video playlists. So I have my testimonials. I have my epic listing videos, the top 5 Toronto. This was pre-COVID, before we could go out. I have a podcast, and then I have my uploads. Now this is the Steve Kim Show. Now, if you notice, look at some of the stuff. 5 months ago, 23 views. 5 months ago, 9 views. This was a dumping ground for me. Again, no thought, nothing. This was my most recent upload 5 days ago. I'm at 251 views. Now think about that. I want everyone to think about that. Yes, some people will re-watch my video. Some people will re-watch it. If I have 220 subscribers, I have more views than I do subscribers. Is this a piece of content that people like? Absolutely. This is a piece of content that people like. So then I started to get real specific with YouTube. YouTube is obviously owned by Google. Google is the #1 search engine in the world. YouTube is quickly thereafter the #2 search engine in the world. Yep. If you are going to play on YouTube, you must have highly searchable content. Like I have our friend from Texas, which is massive. I may do something like, what does 500,000 get you in Texas? What does 500,000 get you in Alberta? What does 500,000 to get you in Newmarket? Those are view magnets. People actually search into Google, what can I get for $500,000? Now, if you're in Toronto, people will laugh at you because it's a couple of parking spots, right? But I'm saying, like, YouTube, you got to pay attention to what people are searching. So you'll notice here, renting versus buying, 251. These are my Steve Kim shows every Saturday. But then boom, selling a home in Toronto, how much does it cost? 74 views. So that's more. So these ones here and this are my curated YouTube. Here's YouTube again, 99 views, 91 views. You'll notice my market update videos, 12 views, 25. My YouTube views, 255 views a month ago. If you are going to play on YouTube, your content must be specific to the search engine, number one. Whereas on Facebook and Instagram and even LinkedIn is entertainment. Entertainment. So in the first 7 seconds, when you play on Facebook and Instagram, you have to catch people's attention. There are something like 1.3 billion posts every 24 hours on Instagram alone.
Oh, wow.
How do you play on that in that arena if you're like, I'm just starting out and I'm going to do one video a week, right? So I'm going to just pull this down. I'm going to pull up my page. And I said, okay, well, I want to do the 80-20 rule. What's one thing as I scroll through, what's one consistent thing that you see in every single one of my videos?
A picture of you.
Beautiful.
A hilarious face.
Who said that?
I
I
said
did. Oh,
funny
sorry.
face.
So
yeah.
Nikki and Greg, you said my face, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Who knows what brokerage I work with?
I just saw it once at Royal LePage, but that's what I loved about it. You branded you and it's not your brokerage. I
Huge.
think that's
Everyone,
brilliant.
bingo. It doesn't matter what brokerage I go with. You know, the funny thing is, I came up with this handle about 2.5 years ago, Stephen Kim Homes, because I didn't know any better. It's the worst Instagram handle. But the thing is I can't change it because people just know me as that. People actually think Stephen Kim Homes is an actual brokerage, a brick and mortar brokerage.
Wow.
They're like, I've never heard of your brokerage. I'm like, I'm not a brokerage,
Mhm.
just Stephen Kim. And it blows people's minds. You'll notice my face is the brand.
Mhm.
I love that.
And Coach, I'll share this with you and with your Rockstar clients. You are now a walking television series. I'll say that again. You are
Right.
now a walking television series, and it doesn't cost you a penny. It doesn't cost you a penny to play. The only thing it costs you is sweat equity.
Mhm.
Say it again. It doesn't cost you a penny to play. It only costs you sweat equity. So it doesn't matter if I switch from this brokerage to that brokerage. You know, they're not treating me well here. That is not a discussion anymore. You are a walking television series. I go into listing presentations now. There is no commission objection, none. They don't even bring up commission. They know what they're going to get.
Hey, quick question with that, Stephen.
Yeah.
You're talking about how 80% should be personal content and 20% should be like business, right? Your brand is your face, your brand is you. But what if you're on a team?
Yeah.
Right. What if it's a team? Like, you know, because there's a great question here by Sarah. It says, you know, how do we separate the team and then the personal? Do we with the team aspect?
So here's Carolina. She's on my team. You'll see the color is the same. So the black and the gold is the same.
Okay.
But the thing is I do not want the Stephen Kim group to die if I leave the business.
Okay.
I'll say that again. I do not want my brand to die if I ever leave the business. So as I have Carolina B and I have Jeff Chow and I have Hannah Paik, like they each have their own brand. The only caveat is if you have anything real estate specific, let me find out. Anything does she have here? Let me pull this up. That's it. That's all I want to see. That's it. I just want to see the logo. I want to see your face, who you are, your contact information. That's all I want to see. Apart from that, I need to see you. I need to see you. I need to see you, and brand it however you want.
So each team member has their own, and whenever you're doing anything real estate related, the 20%, that's where the team logo comes in.
Yeah, so here's a new team member that I'm onboarding right now. He's the chow factor. It's funny.
I like that.
I think it's hilarious. He's the
That's
chow
good.
factor. He's like, do I have to change my thing? I'm like, no, not one bit. But you'll notice it's him. It's him. It's him. You'll see, because he gets it. So I've known him for about 1.5 years, and I told him when he started doing video, I'm like, you need more personal content. You need more personal content. So if you're building a team, or you have a team, or you have a brokerage, each person in the brokerage, each member of the team has to have their own brand under the big parent brand. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Yep.
Yeah.
That answers your question. Sarah, I hope that was what you're looking for. Great. That's awesome.
Because the thing is, at the end of the day, it's recognition. So the Carolinas, the Hannahs, the Jeffs, I want their face to be recognizable.
So they're running with the same system, but they're following your, structure, 80-20. This is what we're doing under their own brand. But then when you're looking at the 20%, which is real estate, you just have the logo that's in there. I love that.
The logo.
Let's switch gears a little bit and look at videos that were most effective for you. Well, you found that, hey, this is the route we should go. Like, this is the type of content that if you're a realtor and you don't do much in videos, but you should do these.
Okay.
This type of video should come out.
This gets me so jazzed, because everyone asks, what's the one video? What's the one video?
I'm not looking for one. I'm looking for a series.
And so that's it. You are a walking series. So when I say 80-20, look, people will do the just listed, just sold because it's easy. I see, I do. I see, I do. The 80% is where people struggle. So you got to really look within. And if I ask, take your realtor hat off for a hot second. Who are you? So let's make this a little share right now. I want everyone just to quickly share one thing that you like to do when you're not real estating.
I do home
Vacation.
staging.
Home staging, Jennifer, sorry?
Vacation.
Yeah, vacation, nice, awesome.
Tree
Music.
lover. I'm a tree lover.
Tree lover, love it, great.
Music.
Music, Todd, amazing,
Oh, I like
great.
Music.
Okay,
Fitness enthusiast.
yeah, fitness enthusiast, great, awesome. You got the shoulders for it, Brett, nice.
Him and his wife own a gym. I enjoy trading Forex, and I love working out as well.
Oh, nice, amazing, great. Brenda, what about you?
Beach. Go to the ocean.
Ah, you and I should spend some time together. I'm an ocean lover. And is it Tanya or Tanya? Sorry.
It's either or. I have a Peloton that I'm obsessed with. But I also love to drink wine, but I don't think that's super appropriate.
I want to see a video of you, Tanya, on your Peloton drinking a bottle of wine.
That's good.
That's
See,
good.
this is the thing. I struggle so much with the content part of it because
Of course, everyone does.
I want it to be authentic, right? And honestly, I guess part of it feels a little bit narcissistic when you're constantly like, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What
Yeah,
a great point. Yeah. Well, how do you get over that, Stephen? Like, you know what?
Yeah.
Thinking of, hey, do I really want people to know who I am that much?
Okay, so one thing is the thing that I never share ever is you'll never see the faces of my kids. For me, that's a no-go, that you'll never see them. So on a story, I might put an emoji picture over their face, but the one thing that I want everyone to know about me is this, and it's the first thing that I write in my profile. What's the first thing right here that says? Best dad in the kingdom, says my daughter. Right then and there, you know who you're dealing with. I will never compromise the time with my family for business.
That's brilliant.
I will lose your business all day, every day, if it ever compromises the time with my family. You need to know that. So on listing presentations, Steve, are you always available? Unfortunately, every Friday from 4 to 4:30 pre-COVID, I spend a half an hour Starbucks date with my daughter. I take her to Starbucks for half an hour. You'll never get old. What do people say to that, coach? Oh, you're fired. No way. No. They're like,
I need someone 24/7.
Right? But what the funny thing is every single one of you, the moment I said that, your whole body language just changed. You're like, you know what? Seems like a good guy. Seems like a decent guy. So let's go through it, because a lot of people, like Tanya, you talked about, the narcissistic, hey, look at me, look at me. Let me just show you. I'm going to walk you through. Number one is today, every Wednesday, I do a Richmond Hill spotlight. I live in Richmond Hill. Support your local restaurants. Is this about me? I do a Home Tip Tuesday, keeping you and your family safe over the holidays. Is this about me?
No.
A Motivation Monday. Pick just one important thing to accomplish today. Is that about me?
No.
This is about me, but it's really not. If you actually look at my vlog, it's about me protecting my buyers. This isn't about me. Should you list over the holidays? Not about me. I love food, supporting a local restaurant, not about me. Rent or buy, not about me. Quotes on Think About It Thursdays, not about me. And then I go right back to Wednesdays. You'll notice nothing in my content is about me. This is 100% service and value. So when you say 80-20, so Tanya, you're like, I'm on a Peloton and I drink wine. Perfect. You now have two fantastic tribes that you should be working on. Number one, a Peloton challenge. What are some of your great Peloton, I don't know, like webinars or whatever things that studios you like to participate in? What are some great Peloton hacks? Hey, I've been a part of the community now 12 months. These are some of the hacks that I learned. These are some of the great instructors that I go with. I also love wine. I try not to do them at the same time, but when I do, this is the wine that I like to drink on a Friday night. It's value, value, value. That's all you're doing. And that stems from the 80%. Does that make sense?
That's really helpful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you focus in on the 80%, it doesn't become work. I'll say it again. When you focus in on the 80%, it'll never become work. So whether you're a brokerage owner, you're a team, you're an individual, you love trees. So Wednesday, you look, Wednesday said, what? Yep, that's me.
Well, it is Wednesday today.
Oh, but I guarantee, look at you, your whole body language just changed. And I just said trees.
That's brilliant. I love it.
Brenda, tell me the last time you went to the ocean and how did you feel?
Yesterday, so it's fantastic.
Look at you, the smile on your face. You're getting flush, right? That's the power of that's the power of the 80%. Now, Brenda, you talk about highlighting some of the local oceans. Tell me about some of the events that are happening. Tell me about some of the groups associated with this ocean, that ocean. You're going to start to build your tribe. You're providing value to people, right? Brett, you're a workout enthusiast. There are the F's here. I'm going to share this with you. There are the F's in social media. These are the ones that dominate. Families. So when you show your family, those posts dominate. Fitness, dominate. Food dominates. I'll say it again. Family, fitness, food. Those are the ones that dominate. So if you share, you know what? During quarantine, this is the workout schedule that I curated coming up. Everyone talks about time, 15 minutes a day, in and out, boom. Share, comment below after 4 to 6 weeks what some of your results are like. Or just document the fitness journey, right? Document your fitness journey. That's you. So Brett, already you're like, yeah, no problem, I can do that. You can, right? Now, the thing is that I'm going to say start in the personal lane of social media. Who are you without the realtor hat? But that 20% has to kick in, though. And I'm going to say with the 20%, try not to be like, egotistical. Look at me. I sold this home in 7 seconds with 1,400 offers. Let's try not to do that. Because like Tom talks about, you're not the hero. I'm not the hero. You're not the hero. Our clients are the hero. Walk them through the guide. So I'm going to just quickly show you how I do a just sold. this one here. So this, oh, sorry.
Is that your client?
What's that?
Was that your client hitting you?
No, that's Caroline. She's on my team.
Oh,
But
okay.
so,
That was awesome. That's a storytelling video.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. You know,
it's a story.
It's a
right?
story you're telling. You're a case study. It's
a
that
case study. And then I tell you in the write-up, look, I'm going to be honest. It's the Toronto condo market. If you're familiar with the Toronto condo market, it's pretty stale, for lack of a better term. This was definitely one of the more interesting properties I sold, and for no other reason than the massive shift in the Toronto condo market.
Mhm.
Right? So I'm telling you the story of this just sold. Now, if I share with you, don't forget, Coach just went through my feed, and he only found one real estate related post over the course of like over a month.
So you don't do many of these.
I'll do the just sold videos, but not for every single property.
Okay.
Right? So because again,
Why did you do it for that one?
Because that was specific to the Toronto condo market. And I wanted people to realize that it's not doom and gloom.
Okay.
So if you're a Toronto condo owner and you listen to the headlines and, you know, it's going to take a year to sell your condo, the sky's falling. No. It's just, there's been a shift, but stuff's still moving. This is to give people value, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We're looking at your videos and they're very well edited. Do you edit yourself or do you hire someone else to do it?
Great question. So because I'm cheap, or I'm still cheap. I learned everything. And it's something called YouTube University, right? It goes back to sweat equity versus check equity. Back then, I didn't want to spend the money, right? I didn't want to spend the money. I wanted to run it lean. So I learned. I went through YouTube. I spent probably a good 3 weeks, a few hours every day. And you're kind of like, whoa, that's insane. I could never do that. But videographers are very expensive. Now, anyone who's in a position that's thinking about hiring a videographer, interview 5 to 6 people, because videographers are very, very smart. They know as a realtor, you don't know what they're talking about. They think you make a ton of money and they're going to overcharge you like crazy. I'll say it again. They're going to overcharge you like crazy and you won't know any better because you're like, it's a videographer, right? So about 7 months ago, no, about 8 months ago, I did bring on a full-time videographer because as my team was growing, the business was growing, I couldn't edit the videos. Now, I edit maybe about 5% of the videos still, just because I still like doing it, but he does all the editing for me.
And what about a schedule? So we're asking agents to put out a video once a week minimum, but what's your schedule on your videos and why'd you decide it that way?
Crazy. Like why did I decide to do it? Because I don't want to half-ass anything. And so it's now a machine that does 1 to 2 videos every single day. So on Mondays is a Monday motivation. And that Monday motivation stemmed from the fact that I was a school teacher, 17 years, grade 8 students who show up Monday morning at 8:15 in class. And the last place they want to be Monday morning at 8:15 is in class. If I don't bring it, then I'll lose them. So that Monday motivation is just straight from who I am as a teacher.
Okay.
The home tip Tuesdays. So on Tuesdays, I provide a home tip. We preview thousands of properties a year. Give value. for those of you who have the joys of experiencing Canadian winters, there's a lot that goes into home maintenance in the winter, right? And that Home Tip Tuesday stemmed from a first-time home buyer who was like, hey, Steve, we just had a major a rainstorm, and their backyard, there was a big pool of water that had kind of pooled on the grass. And like, my house is leaking. I'm like, send me a picture. Sent me a picture. I'm like, oh, it's because of your grading. And I'm like, you know what? This is a series. I'm just going to provide value. Like, number one, your hoses. You should detach the hose and turn off the water shut off from the inside of the house. If not, that water is going to expand in that copper pipe and boom.
Yep.
That's a big mistake. So that's a home tip. So that was that way. Wednesdays are my geo farms. So they're the Richmond Hill #RHill. Thursdays are my quote days. I'm a big proponent of quotes. I love, love, love quotes, just like you, Coach. So that was an easy no-brainer for me. On Thursdays, I'll also hit you with maybe a little bit of a real estate, a just listed, a just sold, right? Fridays are my foodie days. Look, we all eat. We all eat. So I do Foodie Friday, and then on a Saturday, I'll do a Steve Kim show, which is a market update. And then on a Sunday is a weekly vlog. What did I do for the week? Now, Coach, you asked, what's the video that has the highest return? There's two of them. Number one, actually, you know what? I'll share with you again. Monday Motivation, Home Tip Tuesday, my Geo Farm Richmond Hill Wednesday, my Quote Day Thursday, my Food Day Friday, my Real Estate Show Saturday, and my Vlog Sunday. What do you think is my highest performing post with the greatest ROI?
Food.
Yeah. Food.
I love those videos. I'm like, I gotta go check out that place.
And you know what the crazy thing is? I don't tell you about the food at all. I don't give you a review. And sometimes is the food terrible? It is. It is.
Okay, you gotta give us reviews now. Come on.
But you know what it is? It's not about me. It's about supporting that local mom and pop shop who needs that support. So if it's not good, doesn't matter. They're still gonna get a shout out. Because it's much larger than you or I. That's the play. That's the mentality you have to get into. It's not about me, like Tanya, we talked it like, you know, hey, it's not about that. It's about what can you provide for other people. And then my second greatest video in terms of ROI is the vlog. And I'll share with you this story. This happened last year in February. I was previewing a townhouse in Thornhill, 30 minutes outside of Toronto. And I was talking about it in a vlog just before my buyers got there. And I said, you know what? This is probably not a good property for my buyers because it backs onto the commercial plaza. And I know they don't turn their lights off all night for security reasons. So those big floodlights are going to flood into the back of their house. Someone calls me. So I posted on Facebook. Someone calls me and is like, hey, I'm just reaching out to you. Do you service this particular area of Toronto? I said, yeah, actually, I know the area really well. She's like, I saw your vlog and we want to use you for no other reason than you said why your buyers shouldn't buy this property. And as a realtor, that's not what realtors do. Realtors are always supposed to sell, and pressure. Do you know what? Do you know how much they bought? Do you know what their price tag was? $2.05 million.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Good deal.
That's a $60,000 commission check.
Yeah.
From nothing, from just a vlog, from me being me. Right? So I know
you being who?
Me being me.
I love that.
I'm gonna ask for you to all just spend 4 to 5 minutes just going through my Instagram. You'll notice the sheer amount of consistency. So if you're like, oh my gosh, I wonder if like this guy fakes it. Well, I don't know if you can fake it for 2.5 years, right? The point of entry, the bar of entry right now to play into social media, although it's a big arena, almost every single realtor is not doing it the proper way.
Love it.
And I'm not saying I'm doing it the proper way, but there's a reason why Tom has me come on webinars. There's a reason why Jason Pantana has me come on webinars, because it's just different.
Yeah.
So I got one more question, and then we're going to open it up to all of you guys to ask your questions. So the last question I have is, you shared with us like 7 to 10 videos that you're doing on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Where do you have the time to do all those videos? Like when do you shoot the videos? Do you
I
shoot
know.
them all once a month or, twice a month or once a day? Like, how are you doing that? How's your schedule look like?
Great question, Coach. And number one, I have the world's greatest wife, like partner in the world, who gives me the time. I'm going to say that. She supports me in that time. I do all of my filming Monday mornings. So I batch shoot all of my videos on a Monday morning from 9:30 to 1.
So you have enough time in that period, that 4 hour, 3.5 hour period to shoot all that video.
All the video. And you know what's crazy? I'm going to show you all the technology. You guys ready? All the technology. It's this.
Wow.
That's it. It's this. You all have a phone. Stop posting and stop watching what other people are posting on Facebook about this camera, that lens, this mic. Forget it. You have this in front of you. There is no reason why you can't shoot a video. Every single one of my videos is done on an iPhone 8. By the way, I graduated to an iPhone 12, just waiting for it. But anyways, you get what I'm getting at.
I get the 6. Mine doesn't work.
You're gonna ask Tom for a raise, Danny.
Because I'm able to do that, I'm going to share with you. Because I'm able to plan everything out. Here's my content calendar. I have every video is already ready to go. And my Foodie Fridays, I don't eat there on a Friday.
No, Monday.
Little secret there. My Monday motivations are ready to go. And it's not just like, hey, home tip Tuesday. No, what is it? Holiday lights this Tuesday. Christmas trees next Tuesday. Entertaining in a safe way the next Tuesday. Security, fire extinguishers. All my Richmond Hills are ready to go. All my quotes, John Maxwell, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Winston Churchill, Dr. Seuss, Maya Angelou, all done. All done. So build your content calendar. It's going to save you time and anxiety.
So, Steve, can I ask you? Oh, go ahead, Brenda.
When do you build your calendar for the week? Do you actually have your calendar for the rest of the year complete? Is what I'm looking for.
No, I like to go 1 or 2 months before, like out. So I'm already done up until mid-January.
Okay.
Now, the beginning of December, I'm going to push it into mid-February.
Okay.
Move in a couple of weeks, mid-March. So I want to be at least 4 to 6 weeks ahead all of the time.
Okay.
All of the time. Great question.
So, Steven, do you change your clothes for the different videos, or if you shoot them all on Monday, are you wearing the same thing for every video?
No, I bring a
the Velcro suits or what? There you go. Okay, I was wondering about that.
It's all the same. So sorry. I bring like 4 or 5, 6, however many shirts, and I just quickly change them.
Okay.
Right. Great question. Great question.
Yeah.
Any other equipment other than your phone? Do you ever use a stabilizer? Do you ever use a tripod? Anything else?
Yeah, so I go on Amazon and I bought a tripod, the Amazon Basics, a tripod. I think it was like $29. And then I bought a wired mic. So it just goes to the bottom of my phone and I just clip it on like a wired lav mic. Just because of the audio, I want it to be pretty crisp. And then apart from that, like, look, if you don't have the time, then maybe you reach out to an editor, a video editor, and be like, look, I'm going to give you the content.
Yeah.
I want you to edit it in this way. Right. But the number one reason why people don't start is they don't have the content. They just don't know how to come up with the content.
That's not my issue. The issue is the technical part. Just about a boomer here, but you know, the technical thing just always blows up my brain because you go to download a video and it's, you know, I'm learning slowly. It takes a lot of patience and commitment for sure. But
okay.
It's not intuitive to me, and there's a lot of moving parts. That's where I get stopped.
Okay. Now, are you editing your videos, or are you trying to edit your own videos?
No, that was a big hard fail. So I have a 25-year-old son who does that for me. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's very good. So.
And so, are you filming on your phone?
Yeah.
So take your phone, film it, and give it to them.
Yeah. Well, I don't have an iPhone. Maybe that's an issue. I don't know. I have to download it. I have to do it through Dropbox, or it just won't download the file. It's too large.
Okay, so yeah, you'll have to either do that or you'll have to download it through Google Drive. But to reduce a pain point or an obstacle, just give your phone to your son.
What about shooting horizontal or vertical?
Yeah, so I like to shoot landscape.
Okay.
I like to do landscape for all of my videos, unless I go live on Facebook or Instagram. If you go live, then you've got to go vertical.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say right now, how many of you are posting one video consistently a week?
I'm there. I think I'm getting it.
I didn't ask if you're getting there. I'm saying you're already posting.
God.
Sorry, you know what? Like I'm not trying to
for the last week. Yeah.
I do 2 a month. I'm not really a consistent, but I will get there.
Okay.
I do 2 a month.
Okay. And the reason why I asked that question is because Facebook is very, very intuitive, just like YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're going to reward you. They're going to reward you the more you play on their platform.
Okay.
So let's say Brett is going to do a workout video every Tuesday, 8 in the morning. If Brett stays consistent, Tuesdays, 8 in the morning, consistently, Instagram and Facebook will reward you for that.
And are these live videos or they're pre-recorded and then downloaded?
Pre-recorded.
Okay.
So everything on my content calendar is already pre-recorded, gets shared into Google Drive, videographer edits it, sends it back to me, and then I post it. I'll go live when I do like a virtual open house or I just want to say something. That's when I go live.
Cool. Thanks.
Going live though is very, very powerful. It is probably it's probably the highest performing of posts because not many people have the gall to go live. So they're going to reward you for that.
And you mentioned you have a videographer and you send it off to them. So if someone here is having trouble finding a videographer, could they connect with your videographer and say, hey, listen, you'll be interested in editing my videos?
He'll say no to you.
He'll say, oh, thanks.
And for no other reason, he has so much work from myself and my team.
Okay.
Like he's full-time to us. So
you recommend everyone interview 3, 4, 5 people and find the right one for you.
And do this, go on Instagram. Even with my own coaching clients who are at the point where they want to hire a videographer, they go on Instagram and they find, and together we find a couple of candidates. That's the best way. You got to see their content and be like, okay, send them a message.
So I got a couple of great questions here. One from Sarah saying, what editing app would you use if you're using, I guess, a phone, like an iPhone to edit, or is just in general editing apps that when you're editing yourself?
So I do all of my editing was done on Adobe Premiere Pro. Now that's not an app. That's an actual like Adobe Suite program on your computer.
Yeah.
I really like that. And the reason I like that is because it buddied up with a program called Adobe Rush. And Adobe Rush is an app.
Okay.
So if you have Adobe Premiere Pro and you're editing on your desktop, you can download Adobe Rush. And it's very much like iMovie on your phone.
Excellent.
Now,
And last question I got here from Dean. He said, when you go live, do you go with Instagram or Facebook or both?
Both.
And if you're going both, Dane, you can't do it at the same time. You need, because they're 2 different animals, you need 2 phones. If you're going live on both, you got to go with 2 separate phones.
So strategically, Coach, what I used to do is for what I do with virtual open houses, I'll promote that I'm going Instagram live from 1 to 1:15 on this Saturday. And then from 1:15 to 1:30 on the Saturday, I'm now going to go Facebook Live.
You use the 1 phone.
I just use the 1 phone.
Okay, so you just do 1 video, then you're doing a second video.
Yeah, absolutely.
And where would you promote that? How would you promote that prior to?
I do a story, an Instagram story. I could do a post. If you go through my feed, I think I have a couple of virtual open house posts and promos.
Hey, listen, Stephen Kim, thank you, guys. Big round of applause for Stephen Kim. Thank you so much for coming out. Really appreciate it. Great insight. I hope everyone enjoyed this call.
Definitely.
I'm going to send it out to everybody here. Any final thoughts before we let you go? Stephen.
The bar of entry is low. You just got to play and work with your coach right now. I challenge all of you right now, even before 2021, get out 1 personal video per week in that 80% lane once a week. an 80% video, 80% personal, whatever it's going to be once a week, and start now. Don't wait until 2021.
Love it. So 80% personal content, 20% business. It's you're looking at building trust with your tribe. That's what we're looking for. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you for being on this call. Congratulations, Red Team. You guys are awesome. You know we're going to do it again in March, right? We're doing it all again in March. Hey, you guys are awesome. Have a powerful day, and I'll talk to you guys real soon. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Danny.
Thanks, guys.